What up, y'all? It's Dude Born Shining here. I'm Born Shining, you're Born Shining. We're all Born Shining. And don't let nobody tell you otherwise. And if they do try, there's a reason for that. I want to give a shout out to the great creator, spirit which moves through all things, the universal life force. I want to give a shout out to Ra. Thank my archangels and ascended masters. I want to thank my spirit guides and spirit animals, my ancestors and crossover loved ones, my invisible helpers, and all my friends, known and unknown, seen and unseen, and everyone who is working to raise the vibration and frequency of this planet and bring about a more harmonious reality. And this goes out to everybody who is feeling alone, is feeling isolated, like you've jumped out of the frying pan and into the fryer, or into the fryer, out of the frying pan and into the fire. You know, there's a lot of people in this world who resonate with what you're going through, been through similar experiences. You're not alone. If I hadn't had found the tarot community and been plugged into this group of people who are seeking to work on themselves and just make their life better, make their world better, be the best that they can be, I don't know if I would have made it through. And I'm of the belief that we're we outnumber these people. You know, when I say we, I mean, light workers, spiritual workers, healers. And even you don't have to be gifted in that sense. You just, a good person knows how to treat people and knows intuitively in your gut what's right and what's wrong. I think one of the biggest illusions out there right now is the idea that we're not we're not the majority. When you look at the news and when you look at the media, it looks like everything's going to shit. And I mean, I'm not going to say that it, it it's all true, like there's people out there who are actively trying to make people's life harder. They're preying on people, predatory business practices, they're unscrupulous, they lack integrity. But that's not the only people out there. That's not the only people out there. And I think that one of the great illusions is that somehow this system that keeps clawing itself forward, sometimes it looks like it's leaping forward, is that the majority of people think this way. And I mean, I will say, I do believe there's a lot of confusion out there, and there are a lot of lost souls, but that's not everyone. And so, I guess part of what I would like this channel to be is a hub for people who uplift and want to make a change in the world, but recognize that before they can make a change in the world, you got to change yourself. You got to change your mentality. You got to change your mindset. You got to change how you see yourself. You got to love yourself. You can't love somebody else if you don't love yourself. You know, you can only give what you have. And if you don't have self-love, then anything that you consider love is just a distorted version of that love. And so, you know, if you're feeling alone and you're feeling isolated, you know, the best advice I could give is to love yourself first and foremost. You've got to be the one to do that for yourself. You know, I've I've had to cut off lots of people in my life because I recognized that it was toxic. Those situations, those relationships were toxic. And so to some degree, if you're isolated and you're alone, you know, you're doing something right in terms of standing up for yourself and not settling for things that you know are less than what you deserve. There's a certain level of acceptance, and I mean, I'm not saying that it's easy, but it does get better. It gets easier. So don't give up hope. Love yourself. Be a parent to yourself. Be the friend you never had. Love yourself and keep connecting with like-minded, like-hearted people, even if it is just on social media. You know, I'm definitely looking forward to the day that I can unite with my soul tribe in person and we can build together. And at the same time, we're already doing that. It's happening for sure. The change is on its way, and in some cases, it's already here. Because if you're doing the work on yourself, you are changing the world. You know, there's a spiritual battle going on, and so you can't look at this material plane for feedback all the times. You know, sometimes you just have to know when you feel different, things are changing, and when you feel better, things are changing. And you gotta do something different. To be different, you gotta do something different. You gotta be different. You gotta do different things. You gotta take different approaches and have different responses. And the last thing I'll say is, you know, have compassion with yourself. A lot of the stuff that we're taught, a lot of the things that we're programmed to believe, you know, it's not as simple as you snap your fingers and it's done. In some cases, it can be that easy. But if it's not, if you don't see things changing so fast, just be compassionate with yourself, you know, and be the parent that you wish you had, you know, to yourself. You know, comfort yourself and nurture yourself and take care of yourself and your body and be your own rock. All right. Sending you much love and healing vibes. All right. You're not alone. And if it feels like we're the majority or the minority, I mean, if it feels like we're the minority, that's only in the physical. You know, when you work on yourself, you're more powerful than 10 people, you know, 100 people, 1,000 people. So while we may physically be the minority, energetically and spiritually being aligned and in tune with our our true essence and our true power, that's that's where the power is. All right. So don't give up. Stay strong. Keep the faith in yourself. Keep loving yourself. All right. A new day is dawning. I love you. Have a great day. Peace.